a former Columbia Sportswear manager engaged in cyber espionage by continuing to access the company's computer system and reading senior executives' emails for more than 2 years while working for a Seattle technology consulting firm. A federal prosecutor Thursday urged a judge to send Michael Evan Leeper to prison for 6 months, likening his offense to a modern-day bank robbery case. Leeper's defense lawyer countered, seeking a sentence of probation, arguing that Leeper already has suffered substantially from the crime and called the crime an anomaly in the 41-year-old's life. He has laid to waste a career he spent 20 years building, his lawyer Samuel Kaufman told the court. The victim in the case, Columbia Sportswear, threw the prosecution a curve, writing a letter in support of a sentence of probation for Leeper. Assistant U.S. Attorney Scott A. Bradford told U.S. District Judge Robert A. Jones that Leeper used his wealth, power, and privilege to get his former employer to support the lesser sentence, as part of a settlement of a civil lawsuit Columbia Sports filed against him. The government views that as a shenanigan, Bradford said, of Columbia Sports' letter in context of the civil settlement. Leeper left a powerful, high-paying job as Senior Director of Technology Infrastructure at Columbia Sports, but before he did, he built himself a backdoor into the company's computer network, and used it for competitive advantage by reading the strategies and personal thoughts of senior Columbia Sportswear executives expressed in their emails from March 2014 through October 2016, Assistant U.S. Attorney Scott E. Bradford said. At times, Leeper intercepted emails in real time, Bradford said. Leeper had worked for Columbia for 14 years, and when he left, he had virtually unlimited access to Columbia's computer systems. Leeper quit in March 2014 to join Denali Advanced Integration, a Seattle technology company and a Columbia Sportswear vendor. Bradford called Leeper a savvy, respected technical professional who abused his position of trust at Columbia Sportswear to further his personal agenda. Citing Leeper's education, privilege and experience, and nearly $600,000 salary in his last year at Denali, Bradford argued Leeper should not be able to buy his way out of a prison sentence. A sentence of probation, Bradford told the judge, would send the wrong message that you can hack a $2 billion company for more than 2 years and not go to jail, and live in your big fat home in Lake Oswego. Leeper disputed that he ever fashioned such backdoor access into Columbia Sportswear's computer system, but contends that his login credentials on his MacBook Air were never deactivated, his defense lawyer said. Leeper should have notified Columbia Sports and informed them of the security lapse, Kaufman said. Mr. Leeper didn't do that. He used those credentials and he looked, Kaufman said. The primary reason he looked was because he was curious. That's not to minimize his actions. Columbia claims it terminated Leeper's regular network account. But the day before he left the company, Leeper created a new account under a false name, according to the government.